All right, let's do it. Happy Black Friday, everybody! Welcome to another special edition of Adam Curry Presents, Black Friday edition of Adam Curry Presents. Wow! On today's episode of Adam Curry Presents, we normally don't do this other show on our YouTube channel, but it's Black Friday. We might as well do 4 classic episodes of Sale of the Century. Maybe possible 5 episodes of Sale of the Century. Oh yes, with Jim Parry. It's a mini salute to Sale of the Century. Sit back and relax, and we will get to those shows in a minute.
The hottest day you ever knew. The sun is beating down on you. When the sun isn't bright, Coca-Cola is just right. Always good and refreshing and true. Coca-Cola is it. When you want to feel refreshed, Coke is it. And when you're thirsting for the best, Coke is it. The biggest taste you'll ever get. Coke is it.
It's the smile you can't hide, 'cause it comes from inside.
It's the time that you spend with that one special friend. It's the way that you feel when you know it's real. Coca-Cola is it. When you want to feel refreshed, Coke is it. And when you're thirsting for the best, Coke is it. The biggest taste you'll ever get. Coke is it. Coca-Cola is it.
Get a jump start on your mornings with a classic viewing pleasure. A game show where you could win all you ever wanted and more. Sale of the Century starting Monday, April 1st, 9:30, 8:30 Central, only on GSN.
This is our returning champion, Ed Zimmerman from San Diego, California. Stand by to see Ed play for gold coins valued at $9,600. Today, on America's biggest bargain sale, we're offering a Model A Ford valued at $26,659 for $420. A cash jackpot of $79,000 for $510. 2 of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Parry.
Hi, thank you. Hi, thank you so much. Welcome to Sale of the Century. Nice to have you here with us. And, you know, we were looking, we had another look. Somebody in the back said, our champion looks like a young Merv Griffin. He does indeed. Ed Zimmerman. Nice to see you again, Ed.
Thank you.
Well, you don't have Merv's money, but you're doing pretty good here. You're on your own. $149 in your bank account. Win today with just $36, and you would have gold coins worth $9,600. And very intriguing also, $101. You've come very close to that, as a matter of fact. You'd have a trip on the Orient Express, $13,380. Things to shoot for. Just getting out of college, a trip like that might be interesting.
That would be very nice. I don't think I could get that on my own for a couple years.
That's a few dollars there, a $13,000 trip. Good luck today.
Thank you.
And here to introduce the challengers, Lee Benning. Hello there, Lee.
Hello, how are you?
Good. We're talking in the last show. Some people in the studio audience were asking about how Taylor is doing, and
I know, and I didn't give him money or anything.
you gonna bring Taylor out for the next show?
Sure.
Okay, could you bring Taylor on the next show, and we'll all see how Taylor is doing?
I would love to.
Because we get mail, people are interested.
Okay.
Who do you have for us today?
Our first contestant has a baseball to thank for her marriage, originally from Richmond, Virginia. Let's welcome Vicki DeAngelis.
Hi, Vicki.
And our next contestant once struck it rich for a few seconds, originally from Port Chester, New York. Let's welcome Harry Frisch.
Oh, Harry.
Hello, Harry.
See you a little later, Lee. Harry, you once struck it rich, but for a few seconds.
Yeah. I went to deposit $50 in my savings account, and the very friendly teller marked $50,000.
$50,000.
Yeah.
Who caught the mistake, you or the teller?
She caught it just as I was about to run out the door.
Nice to have you here, Harry.
Thank you.
Vicky, a baseball to thank for your marriage.
I was hit on the head by a foul ball in a baseball game at college. Next thing I know, I'm in the infirmary. I wake up, the guy who hit it is there to apologize. Next thing I know, I'm married to him.
Oh. Getting back to the old caveman era there, right?
Right.
Good to have you here as well, Vicky.
Thank you.
You all know how to play the game, I'm sure?
Sure.
So we'll start you off with $20, and we'll get into the game with this. What popular TV soap opera takes place in the fictional town of Port Charles? Ed.
General Hospital.
General Hospital. He's sounding like a fan on that. $5 for the correct answer, up to 25. Who is the boyfriend of the Barbie doll? Vicky.
Ken.
Ken. Barbie and Ken, you've got 5, up to 25. The Vicky DeAngelis fan club is out there. They're applauding that one. In chess, what is the only piece that, on a regular basis, can jump over other... Ed.
The Knight.
The Knight. That's the one. Ken, you're up to $30 in the lead. In what ocean are the news-making Falkland Islands? Ed.
The South Atlantic.
Yes, indeed. The Atlantic, South Atlantic. Very specific on that and very correct, up to 35. What type of alcohol is the basis of a screwdriver? Vicky.
Vodka.
Vodka it is, and Vicky gets another 5, just getting Harry to the buzzer. Time for an instant bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Ed, you have a $5 lead over Vicky. Now, we have had some strange instant bargains and some wild and wonderful outfits, but would you believe right now, friends, joining Lee is a living, life-size lobster. Take a look at this.
And now we're going to play Let's Put David in the Pot. It's a real live New England clam bake for you and 15 of your hungriest friends. Your fishy feast will include live Maine lobster, buckets of steamers and clams, and lots of napkins. Compliments of Sale of the Century. And this clam bake is normally priced at $500, but it can be yours today for just $6 on Sale of the Century. I think you need a bigger pot.
What a silly person you are, David. A New England clam bake, Ed, it is a $500 clam bake, a whole bunch of friends, and it's $6. I'll knock $1 off the score, Ed. I'll sell it to you for the value of one question. You can have that clam bake. I promise you the living lobster will not come for just $5. Going once. Going twice. No sale. And everybody wanted you to buy it, especially the contestants who might have to face you if you kept on winning. Ed is at 35, Vicky at 30, Harry at 20. What character commanded the ship known as the Jolly Roger? Ed.
Oh, no.
Did you say Sonny Bono? No, it was defeated by Peter Pan. That was Captain Hook who that was. And you'll lose 5 for the incorrect answer, down to 30 and a tie with Vicky. In the popular expression, when you're having a good time carousing the night away, you're painting the town
red.
Red, that one he knows. You've got that 5 back up to 35. Leslie Caron played the title role in the film version of a classic musical by Lerner and Loewe. Vicky.
Gigi.
Gigi it is, and Vicky keeps her pace with Ed, also at 35. Time now for the fame game. Not for dollars, but you're playing for a pick of the board to buzz in when you know this famous place. I am a village originally established in 1917 by a Roman Catholic priest and incorporated in 1936. Ed, taking a chance?
Vatican City?
That is incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, no dollar value, as I said, but I will continue for Harry and for Vicky. I was founded out of concern for the welfare of homeless and underprivileged boys. Harry.
Boys Town.
Boys Town is exactly what it is. Harry, behind 8 famous faces, we've got prizes. Behind one of them is a $10 money card. Who do you want?
Ted Coppell.
Ted Koppel from Nightline has
Golf clubs, the set of Pinseeker custom-made golf clubs, including the bombshell stainless steel woods with matching irons and a professional staff bag, furnished by Pinseeker.
That is over $1,000 worth of golf clubs, and yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. And Ted Coppell will come down and play golf with you, Harry. We'll be right back after this.
Next to my big kitty, I adore the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's Kiss. Quiet, Woodrow.
For the big taste you can't resist, it's the big taste of chocolate in a little Hershey's Kiss.
Next to my big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's
Kiss. Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
When I've got a splitting headache, I want what works. And Extra Strength Datril has been working for me every bit as well as Extra Strength Tylenol since I switched. And now I know why. Datril and Tylenol have the exact same aspirin-free pain reliever and strength. Exactly the same. I know because I asked my doctor about Datril. Yet Extra Strength Tylenol can cost so much more. So I'm staying with Datril. Why would I pay that much more for the same relief? Why would anybody?
If you live in Los Angeles, or you're planning to visit the L.A. area and would like to become a contestant on Sale of the Century, please call area code 213-557-3555. And now back to Jim Perry and Sale of the Century.
We would love to have you down here and joining us on the show. Really, I've said this before, but it's so true. People often sit at home and say, you've got to know somebody. Not true. If you knew somebody, you couldn't come on the show. We would like to have you down here and love to have you take part in the show. That cash jackpot is growing. It is up to $80,000 right now. Certainly something to shoot for, as well as our other beautiful prizes. And some nice people playing with us right now. Ed, the champion, at $35. Vicky in a tie at $35. And Harry just $15 behind at $20. Name the historic city in which the First Continental Congress met in Harry?
Philadelphia.
1774. Philadelphia is exactly what it is. Harry up to 25. What are the two colors on a traditional barber pole? Ed.
Red.
And more information.
Oh, white. Red and white.
Yes, I said two colors. You have that both. Red and white it is. You've got $5 up to 40. What is the Spanish equivalent of the English name John? Ed.
Juan.
Juan it is. 2 in a row with the champion up to 45. What dashing character was introduced to filmgoers in the 1962 movie Ed?
James Bond.
I was going to say the movie is Dr. No, and you're right. James Bond it is. Are you a fan of James Bond there, Ed? Somehow I got it. All he needed was the year. Instant bargain time. And Ed, you have a $15 lead over Vicky. $15 lead. That means you can have this.
It might take a while, but it'll be worth the wait with Sierra's hearth stove. You'll warm your home from your fireplace with this high-efficiency wood stove, and you can cook on it, too. Furnished by Sierra. And this hearth stove is normally priced at $689. These are so bad, but you can have them today for just $10 on Sale of the Century.
$689. Just $10. You have a $15 lead, Ed. You would still have a $5 lead. Now, you didn't want the clam bake. How about this beautiful stove? You can have your own cooking at home with that.
I don't know.
Keeping warm. It would be wonderful, Ed.
Not really.
$300 in cash would be wonderful, too, Ed. $989 to Santa Claus. Is he going to or is he not? Going once. Going twice. Going to add another 100 and make it over $1,000 for $10. Oh, you are a hard man, Ed Zimmerman, hanging on to a $15 lead. The wild Australian version of this familiar creature is called the dingo. What kind of creature? Ed.
A wild dog?
It is indeed a dog. You're exactly right. It's a wild dog, and you're up to 55. 15 months imprisonment was the sentence recently handed down to the man who publishes Hustler magazine. Ed.
Larry Flint.
Larry Flint it is. The champion's starting to move a little bit. He's up to 60. This colorful, informal term for begging on the street gets its name from the resemblance of a beggar's outstretched arm to a part of a pot that you hold. Ed. What's the term? It is called panhandling, holding out that one. So you lose $5 for the incorrect answer on that one. Kind of a toughie. Who heads the successful rock group known as Wings? Vicky.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney it is, and Vicky up to $40. Yeah. From the Latin meaning to carve, this branch of fine arts involves shaping figures in the round by chiseling, molding, or casting in various... Ed.
Sculpture?
Sculpture is exactly right. Various materials, I was going to say. Ed with another 5. Yeah. Talking about sculpture, this is absolutely true. A work crew at Williams College in Massachusetts recently bulldozed a mound of dirt in order to make way for a storage shed. Later, they discovered that the dirt pile had been an important work by a renowned sculptor. I don't know anything about art, but I know what I like. Boom! We'll be right back.
This isn't just an
another commercial. You should listen to this. See, I'm not just any kid. I'm the kid that's tasted the difference. Because this isn't just any snack. It's nacho cheese Doritos. And it's not just nacho cheese. It's 3 kinds of cheese. And it's not just 3 kinds of cheese. It's corn, tomato, onion, and spices. And it's not just corn, tomato, onion, and spices. It's delicious. And it's not just delicious. It's the greatest. Because it's not just any snack. It's Doritos brand. And I'm not just out of Doritos. I'm out of time.
Why did terrified Dallas star Charlene Tilton want court protection from her husband? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
What new book blows the lid off the government's secret UFO files? This week's National Enquirer tells you. How does talking faster influence people? What new hairstyles are cropping up for spring?
It's in the Enquirer.
How do top psychiatrists explain Michael Jackson's rise to the world's biggest superstar? Find out in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
See this ugly yellow stain? That's what comes from cigar or cigarette smoke. Just think what smoking a pack a day, every day, could do to your teeth. But look, here's Topol, the smoker's tooth polish that helps remove all kinds of superficial tobacco stains. Topol starts to work immediately to clean your teeth and to help remove these stains. Just use Topol week after week and watch your teeth get brighter and brighter. Topol, the smoker's tooth polish, regular or with fluoride.
Up to now, frozen dinners had a place in every home, but it wasn't the dining room. But now there are dinner classics from Armour. Complete meals like tender sirloin tips in mushroom sauce, scalloped potatoes, and crisp Italian vegetables.
Harold, tonight we're eating in the dining room.
Dinner classics from Armour. Frozen dinners so good they belong in the dining room.
So, this is the dining room.
Before we get back to business, a small clerical error. I said that the cash jackpot was at $80,000. It right now stands at $79,000. And if no one hits it today, and there's a very good chance that no one will, since you got to get to $510 to get it, there's a good chance it will be $80,000 on our next show. All right? Ed's at $60, however. Vicky is at $40, Harry's at $25. And the fame game now with too many cards on the board, 15 as well as the 10 from before. A famous thing. I am a beverage that began as a food, became a wine, and then was a medicine. According to legend, I was discovered in Ethiopia when goat herds noticed their flocks staying awake all night after feeding on my leaves and berries. Brazil produces more than 25...
Coffee.
Coffee is exactly what it is, yeah. A food became a wine and then a medicine. Very fascinating with coffee. And Ed, now, pick of that board.
John Schneider.
John Schneider from Silver Spoon? $50! I had the wrong place. Sorry about that. John Schneider from Dukes of Hazzard. Got him on the wrong show, but you got the $15, Ed. You are up to $75 as we add that 15. Very nicely done. All three players now. In the title of the staring song, what is referred to as the gem of the ocean? Ed.
Columbia?
Yes, Columbia, the gem of the ocean. You've added another 5. Ed goes up to $80. $40 lead over Vicky. What are the 4 famous nonsense words which precede the line, I smell the blood of an Englishman? Vicky!
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
You got them all, by George. Vicky up to 45. Yes. In the title of Alfred Hitchcock's classic film, what letter are you supposed to dial for murder? Vicky!
M.
M. Dial M for murder. Vicky with 2 in a row up to 50. However, with an instant bargain, it is Ed with a $30 lead over Vicky. All by yourself. Oh, look at this, Ed.
Ed, some products are simply too exciting not to own. And for example, one of the finest integrated audio systems from Sweden, elegantly designed with fantastic sound, turntable, cassette recorder, and AM/FM receiver, furnished by Beverly Stereo. And this fabulous prize is normally priced at $1,200, but you've got to have it today for just $14 on sale of the century.
Oh, Ed. Single fellow, recent college graduate, just starting out in life. Some young lady would come over and visit, and you'd put on the music. Well, I don't want to say any more, Ed, but music is the food of life. $1,200 stereo for $14, Ed. Going once, going twice. He's going to take it. Enjoy the stereo, Ed. It's beautiful. Of course, we knock $14 off the score. Ed still has a sizable lead as we knock off the 14, and we will be back to a very good game with some nice people right after this.
I told Grandpa we forgot dessert. Terrific. And he just loves Jello gelatin and fruit.
Make it Jello gelatin, create a sensation.
Grapefruit desserts are easy, like this one with fresh oranges and any 2 flavors of Jello brand gelatin.
Delicious. Well, I knew what you were up to all along.
Oh, you didn't.
Make it Jello gelatin, create a sensation. J-E-L-L-O.
Nivea hands, feel the magic of your loving touch. Nivea hands, feel the magic that you love so much.
Nivea Moisturizer, the European creation that's turning the world's hands into soft, smooth, magical.
Nivea hands, feel the magic when you touch the foam. Nivea hands, feel the magic.
Oh, I can't stand it anymore.
If his dancing's troubling you, there's just one thing for you to do. Gentlemen, goodbye, Hayes. Settle problems right away. There's just no other easy way. Gentlemen, goodbye, Hayes. Hayes will make you smooth and silky, sexy. Though you may feel very shy, he'll dance you right into the sky. Gentlemen, goodbye, Hayes.
To me, Dulcolax is synonymous with being safe and trustworthy.
Joan Hibbard talks about Dulcolax laxatives.
For 22 years, whenever I've been in the hospital, Dulcolax suppositories are what they've used, and that's what I've had in my house.
How fast does it work for you?
Definitely, by 15 or 20 minutes, you're going to have some kind of relief. Within an hour, I'm completely relieved when I use the Dulcolax.
Fast-acting Dulcolax suppositories can work in 15 minutes to an hour. Dulcolax tablets overnight.
And it's predictable.
Ed Zimmerman bought a beautiful stereo. Still has the lead. It's a $16 lead right now. Ed at 66, Vicky at 50, Harry at 25. This question for 5. Sir Walter Scott wrote the lyrics to the song Hail to the Chief, which is the official song, Ed?
Of the President of the United States.
Yeah, the President it is. I didn't know Sir Walter Scott wrote that, and Ed goes up to 71. In your body, what is the largest artery? Harry.
Aorta.
Aorta is exactly right. Nicely done. Harry up to 30. What was the date of the Japanese surprise attack on Pearl Harbor? Ed.
December 7th, 1941.
You got the whole thing. You got the 795 up to 76. Yeah. Now then, with Ed beginning to pull away again, Harry and Vicky, there is a $10 money card, and we're adding a $25 money card as well. Looking for a famous place. Famous place. I am a large planet with a diameter more than 11 times that of the Earth. I am the 5th closest planet to the sun. I take almost 12 Earth years to orbit. Ed.
Jupiter.
Jupiter is exactly what it is. Yes. Nicely done. Ed, can you take advantage of it now with more money?
Let's try Joyce DeWitt.
And Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company has
an amazing mixing machine. Vitamix stainless steel 3-minute bread maker and home yogurt factory that juices without waste, cooks without burning, and freezes instant ice cream and offers 800 other recipes.
Very nice, $425 worth. Yours to keep. Where was the rest of the money?
Behind Ricky Schroeder and Adrian Smith.
Ed, before we get back to this, I've got to ask the way you chuckled with Jupiter. Was that something you studied in school?
No, you said the 5th planet, and I was racing back and forth through the solar system.
Oh, you found the right one. You found yourself some more money. Ed at 76, Vicky at 50, Harry at 30. Back in 1600, beside what river would you have found the Globe Theater? Ed.
The Thames.
The Thames, exactly right. And you've got another 5 up over the $80 mark. What does this list represent? Early Bird, Transit, Comstar, Ed.
Satellites.
Satellite, Telstar, and Explorer. I was going to add it again and again, up to $86. And the final question of the day. Name the 2 presidential candidates who were involved in the very first televised debates. Ed.
Kennedy and Nixon.
You got them both, and Ed finishes big. Ed Zimmerman with $91. Congratulations again, the champion. Back to this very fine champion in just a moment as Ed continues his winning ways. We have to say goodbye to a couple of very nice people, first of all. Harry, terrific. You got those golf clubs, $1,021 worth, $30 in cash, and our thanks.
Thank you, Jim.
Vicky, unfortunately, you didn't pick up anything along the way, but I hope you had a good time.
I had a great time.
That's
Wonderful.
Nice. That's nice. We have $50 in cash for you, and for all of our players, Lee will add this.
This lovely Sale of the Century stick pin designed by Pacific Jewelry Manufacturing Company, Incorporated.
Well, Ed Zimmerman has enough money for those gold coins. He's within $10 of that trip to the Orient Express. Oh, he's got a big decision to make right after this commercial timeout.
There's nothing like waking up to my fresh-baked cinnamon rolls.
That hot and fresh stove.
Hot cinnamon rolls. I can see them rising in the oven.
Oh, that cinnamon. I see melting in. That hot and fresh stove.
Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Oh, I can taste them.
Hot and fresh stove.
Gosh, great stuffing you're big. Yeah, here's the ketchup and the brownie. Here's the bologna. Here's the party. It's the parquet margarine.
Butter.
Your parquet.
Butter.
Well, taste it. This tastes great. It is great. It's butter.
Parquet.
Oh, brother.
Taste Parquet margarine. The flavor says
Butter.
Back with a very fine champion, Ed Cinnamon. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, you've been back here in our silent film theme before. You ready to go back again?
One more time.
Let us one more time go back and do some shopping. And we'll find out whether it's going to be the last time or not. That's going to be your decision, Ed. 'Cause this is where you stand. Adding the money you won today to your previous total, you have a very big total. You have $240 in your bank. $240 means that very easily, all you have to do is say yes, and you can afford this.
A golden temptation, Ed. Glittering gold coins. Minted since 1967, each weighing 1 ounce and stamped .9166 fine. Furnished by Dick Pereira, normally priced at $9,600. Yours for only $185 on sale of the century.
$185. Sit down there next to Peter Barra. Ed, pardon me a second. Have you held that much gold there? Hang on to this. Just lean in front of you here, Ed. Because, see, if you said yes... Is it heavy enough, Ed?
Very heavy.
Very heavy. There's more of it. Okay. You hang on to that, Ed, because if you say yes, that's yours, and you can leave us. However, Ed, we talked earlier about the trip, how wonderful it is, over $13,000. You said you could never afford a trip like this. Do you know that if you had a win with just $10 more, you can afford this?
A nostalgic train ride on the Istanbul Orient Express will fly you and a companion from Los Angeles to Paris. For 10 luxurious days aboard one of the world's most famous trains, you'll dine superbly and participate in cultural events in the cities and towns along your route. To Constantinople, compliments of Sale of the Century. This fantastic train ride, normally priced at $13,380. Yours for only $250 on Sale of the Century.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin with the silent film. All right, Ed, $10. That's all it takes. And a win, of course, a win with one more. Hang on to the gold, Ed. We'll ask you about that gold in a moment. Right now, I'd like to tell you that $420, you can have this.
An American classic, the 1931 Model A Ford, authentically restored. This deluxe roadster convertible features wire wheels, a cozy rumble seat, and this leather interior, compliments of Sale of the Century. This legendary automobile, normally priced at $26,659. Yours for only $420 on Sale of the Century.
And $510 gets you this.
A cash jackpot of $79,000.
And of course, $600 gets you everything on the stage, a total of $156,189. Now, Ed, big decision. Say yes, and I will give you those and leave. Or you can play on with that trip next up the line, and you have to give me back the coins. Ed Zimmerman, big decision. What's it going to be?
My friends probably think I'm a fool, but I'll go on.
He's going to go on. Give me back my gold. We'll add another $1,000. $80,000 in the cash jackpot. Ed meets two new challenges next time on Sale of the Century.
From New York City, audience and some departing contestants will receive Archway home-style cookies. Over 30 different varieties baked from homemade recipes. Archway, the big cookie with a small-town taste. And Hamilton Beach's Deluxe Drinkmaster milkshake machine with 2 mixing speeds. Ideal for making perfect milkshakes, diet drinks, omelets, and more from Hamilton Beach, Scoville. Plus the Bissell Double Action Floor Sweeper snaps up dirt and litter off carpets and bare floors. Great for quick pickups between vacuuming. Furnished by Bissell. And Tony's Italian pastry pizza with a layered crust that's crisp on the outside and tender on the inside. Only from Tony's. Plus Ocello sponge and scouring products for everyday kitchen cleanups. From spills and messes to washing and wiping, America cleans up with Ocello. And taste the difference our quality makes. Top ramen or noodles of noodles, instant oriental noodle soups that cook in 3 minutes. Top ramen or noodles of noodles from Nissan Foods. All prizes are manufacturer's suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording. This is Jay Stewart speaking.
Join the fun on Wheel of Fortune next. Then don't miss Dreamhouse, followed by Hot Potato. Be there.
Save the Century is a Red Stranding production. TV, a motorbike, or a trip to Lake Tahoe, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including this Mercedes-Benz and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Tale of the Century. And now, here's the star of my show, Jim Harry.
Thank you very much. Hello there. Welcome to Tale of the Century, and we welcome back a fine champion, Marguerite Newhouse. Hello, Marguerite. Over $34,000 in cash and prizes, a lot of cash as well. Beautiful necklace, couple of sailboats, trip to Lake Tahoe. You got $10,000 in cash, $3,000. What's intriguing now, we start with 20 numbers when someone becomes a champion. You're down to just 4. If you win today and go to that winner's board, there are just 2 prizes up there for you, and one of them is a $25,000 luxury car. Good luck today, that's all I can say. You're a fine champion. Here to introduce the challengers is Lee Menning. Yes, she wins. It's an either-or situation for that car.
Down to the end of the line.
Who do you have for us?
Our first contestant is a unicyclist, originally from Schenectady, New York. Let's welcome Keith Cash.
Hello, Keith.
And our next contestant bagged it from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's welcome Lisa Byers.
Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
See you later with some bargains, Lee. Lisa, what does it mean you bagged it?
My girlfriend and I decided to dress up as bag ladies and go casino hopping on the Las Vegas Strip.
Bag ladies on the Las Vegas Strip? Did they
Yes.
let you in?
Reluctantly, but yes.
I would think so. Well, did you win?
No.
Oh, okay. Nice to have you here. Keith, you are a unicyclist? Is this your profession or what?
This is what I do. I ride tall unicycles and smile and juggle, and got to live out a childhood fantasy by riding my unicycle across the United States.
My goodness, well, congratulations. That's quite an undertaking. How long did it take you to do it?
Took me 6 months.
6 months?
6 of the longest months you've ever seen.
I would think so. Nice to have you here, Keith. And we'll start all 3 players off with $20 in this question. What game are you playing if you're holding a small plastic disc and using it to snap other discs, Lisa?
Tiddlywinks.
Into a cup, Tiddlywinks it is. $5 for the correct answer. Lisa in the lead at 25. A soldier is in big trouble if he's caught AWOL. Marguerite?
Means he's absent without official leave.
Or absent without leave. Either way, you are exactly right for another 5 to 25. Name the movie Thriller starring Sissy Spacek as a high school girl. Marguerite?
Carrie.
What?
Carrie.
With telekinetic powers, Carrie is exactly what it is. Champion in the lead. A low-cut shoe and a dress shirt. Lisa?
Sling.
Have the same name. Yeah. You go to Great Britain's oldest university. You remember Sling University? No, Oxford. Oxford. You lose 5 on that. Quick buzzer caught you back down to 20. Sorry about that. Complete the following quote. Beneath the rule of men entirely great, the pen is mightier than... Lisa.
The sword.
The sword is right. Got that $5 right back. Just beating Keith to the buzzer going to 25. However, it is Marguerite in the lead, and the player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise when an instant bargain comes up. Marguerite, who is always wary of buying unless she has a big lead. $5 is what your lead is, but Marguerite, you can buy this.
Goodbye, those days of missing phone calls. Record a call 675 automatic telephone answering machine. Let you retrieve messages or change your announcement from any phone. Records as long as the caller speaks. Features call screening and rings adjust. Furnished by Recorder Call. Also, enjoy Teletext's Touch 2 quality 2-line telephone system with many features for home or
just $5. You're certainly working hard back there, aren't you? Now, $614 worth of beautiful telephone equipment. Really, I mean, that's state of the art, brand new. $5 is all it would cost. And you have a $5 lead over Lisa. You would be in a tie with Lisa. Going once, going twice, no sale. Marguerite! Again, I think this is the fourth. Thank you very much. I hate to interrupt you. Oh, what a steal. For just $5, you also would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Marguerite, you've won everything else here, but you have not hit a sales surprise as you've been here. Thank you very much.
Scary.
Well, you got the $5 lead. It's a tough decision, though, because you're so close to that car. Back with it. 2 disc jockeys named Dr. Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap. Lisa.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
That's where they work, WKRP Cincinnati. Lisa in a tie with Marguerite. Irish author James Joyce relived his childhood in the classic novel Portrait of the Artist. Marguerite?
As a young man.
You got it, Marguerite, back into the lead at 35. And the London Bridge didn't fall down. It was taken down. Marguerite?
It was taken down in Lake Havasu.
Yes, there in Arizona, Lake Havasu. You're exactly right. And you go into the lead by 10 with another 5. Well, you've got a $10 lead, and talking about 10, there is a $10 money card up there on the board as we look for the identity of a famous person. I was born in New York City in 1894 and became a noted artist and illustrator. I gradually acquired a style that featured ordinary Americans in Marguerite, take it a chance.
Norman Rockwell.
And the chance pays off. That's who it is, yes. You think of illustrators, Saturday Evening Post, of course, coming up. Marguerite, for you, coming up as the pick of the board.
3.
And number 3, we have $500.
Marguerite adds some more cash to her total. $500 in cash, to be exact. Yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game. She's got the lead in the game. Can she hold on? Maybe win that luxury car. We'll find out later. Don't go away. A lot of shows now. Marguerite at $40. Lisa at 30. Keith at 20. Back with this. Name the chemical element added to water supplies and toothpaste to prevent cavities. Marguerite?
Fluoride.
Fluoride is exactly what it is. Just beating Keith to the buzzer. Keith, I know you've got the knowledge. They keep beating you there. Give me the one word that completes this line from the song Dixie. I wish I was in the land, Lisa.
Dixie.
No, in the song it's I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times there, not forgotten. You lose 5. Look away, look away. No, Dixie's what we wanted. Down to 25. This word describes the line that comes at the end of a joke in a popular party drink. Marguerite?
Punchline.
Punch. Punch it is, and Marguerite goes to 50 now. And a $25 lead. In 1824, a sea captain named William Driver gave the name Old Glory to Keith.
United States flag.
You got it. Keith is on the board at 25. Yes. However, time now for an instant bargain. And Marguerite, you've got a much bigger lead. You've got a $25 lead, and you might like this.
Your art collection will blossom with a limited edition graphic by Susan Rehost entitled Amaryllis. This beautiful stereograph is numbered and signed by the artist, and it's finished by Martin Lawrence Galleries. And this piece of art is normally priced at $750, but it can be yours today for just $10 on sale of the century.
That's very lovely. That is very lovely. Do you like this, Marguerite?
It's gorgeous.
It's really nice.
And I know there's probably a sales surprise.
Why do you assume that now? Just because you... Does that mean you're not going to buy it? Is that what it means? Are you going to do that again? Would you do that if I gave you... Sure. Marguerite, I will give you this beautiful painting and $400 in cash for $10. You would still have a $15 lead. Going once, going twice, no sale.
No, thank you. That was
No sale surprise either. No? Okay. I was listening, hanging on to the $25. Yeah, you think if you don't buy it, there's a good chance it's there with your luck. No wonder this bird can't fly. It can weigh more than 300 pounds. Lisa, making it the world's largest bird, the ostrich it is. Lisa in the second place, yes. On November the 8th, 1984, who was quoted as saying, I did my best, I worked my heart out. Marguerite?
Mondale.
That's exactly who did it. Walter Mondale, and Marguerite has another 5. 2 neighboring states, both towns named Kansas City. Kansas is one. What's the other? Lisa.
Missouri?
Missouri, yes. Kansas City, Kansas City, Missouri. Lisa pulls it within $20 of Marguerite.
In the Disney classic, what name does the mirror give when the Queen, Marguerite?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of us all?
Oh, the judge gave you a moment there. What name, I said, does the mirror give when the Queen asks who's the fairest of them all? Snow White.
Snow White.
Snow White is what the mirror says. And you lose $5 down to $50, but still at $15 lead over Lisa. Considered by historians as one of our most successful presidents, this Democrat led the U.S. through World War I. Name him, Marguerite.
Woodrow Wilson.
That's exactly who it is. You got that $5 right back. Marguerite going to 55. Yes. Speaking of Woodrow Wilson, when Wilson served as president of Princeton University, the mother of one of his students begged him to make the college coeducational in order to remove, quote, the false glamour with which the two sexes see each other. Mr. Wilson replied, my dear madam, that's the very thing we want to preserve at all costs. We'll be right back. It's a $20 lead. Marguerite at 55, Lisa at 35, Keith at 25. We've added a $15 money card up there to the board, looking for a famous thing. When the first model of me was built, about 1620, I was simply a rowboat covered with waterproof hides and manned by 12 oarsmen. During the Revolutionary War, a Yale student designed the Turtle, which was powered by one man turning a crank. The first of my type to actually sink an enemy ship was the Hunley during the Civil War. Lisa.
Submarine?
That's what it is. It is indeed a submarine, yeah. Goes way back, 1620. Well, Lisa, you can find a big money card and get right back up close to Marguerite.
Being from Las Vegas, I think I'll take lucky number 7.
And behind number 7, we have the bedroom ensemble, the fashionable Dakota bedroom ensemble. Beautiful bedspreads, pillow stands, and decorative pillows. Designed in contemporary applique graphics and furnished by Dakota.
Take a great prize, $615 worth, as a matter of fact. That is yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game, and that is very, very lovely. Back with this. In 1971, United States District Court Judge John Sirica ordered this man to turn over a series, Keith?
Nixon.
Of audio tapes to the courts. Nixon's who it is, and Keith goes to 30, yeah. This European city is unique in that it actually lies below sea level. Marguerite?
Amsterdam.
Also serves as the Netherlands capital city. Amsterdam is right, nicely anticipated. Marguerite to 60. This singer-songwriter took a musical journey down 52nd Street to see his uptown girl. Marguerite?
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel is right. Marguerite has another 5, going to 65. Well, Marguerite, you've stretched your lead out now to $30 over Lisa. Would you like to buy this?
Enjoy horsing around in beautiful Tucson, Arizona. We'll fly you and the guests from Los Angeles to Tucson for a week stay at the Sheraton Tucson El Conquistador, a self-contained resort offering golf, tennis, racquetball, horseback riding, spa, and friendly Western hospitality. Furnished by Sheraton Tucson El Conquistador. And this fabulous trip is normally priced at $1,230. But it can be yours today for just $15 on Sale of the Century.
Oh, Marguerite. Beautiful trip to Tucson, lovely hotel. I know you like it where it's warm.
Yes, I do. That's true.
2 prizes up there should you get to that winner's board. One of them is a luxury car. Question is, are you going to get there? Question is, how big a lead do you need to get there? $30 lead now. Buy that trip, wonderful trip.
Beautiful.
You would have your lead cut to $15.
Oh, no, you're not going to do this.
Sure. But you'd have a little bit of spending money.
Oh, my gosh.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, don't do this. Oh, no, that's good.
7,
No.
$1,000.
Oh, my God.
Trip to Tucson, $1,000 more in cash, but your lead would be cut to $15.
Scary. Too scary.
Going once. Going twice. No, sir. She's not confident that $15 would be enough. Keep that in mind as we get down to the wire. Don't go away. Didn't want it, huh? Marguerite decided that Tucson might have been a little too hot to cut into her lead. She's enjoying a big lead right now. Marguerite at 65, Lisa 35, Keith at 30. Back with this. Michael and Gabriel are 2 of the most famous of these winged, Marguerite?
Archangels.
Winged servants of God, angels, archangels. You're right for another 5, going to 70. The science fiction classics by this author include The Martian Chronicles. Marguerite?
Ray Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury is right, 2 in a row for the champions. She's up that lead to $40. Approximately 100 million people watched the final installment of this famous TV, Marguerite?
Dallas.
New mini-series based on the book by Alex Haley, Ruth. Roots, the miniseries. This time the quick buzzer cost the champion 5. Famous person now, $25 up there on the board with the final crack of the fame game. Famous person. I am the title character of a book of the Old Testament. I am a young man of royal descent who was captured by a king and refused to eat food considered impure by Jewish law. When I interpreted a dream for King Nebuchadnezzar, Lisa.
Jacob?
No. Out of the rest of the question, no dollar value. Stay at 35. I'll continue for Keith and Marguerite. When I interpreted a dream for King Nebuchadnezzar, I was made king of Babylon. I foretold Keith.
David?
No. And Marguerite, I think it's the third time you've got the all by yourself the rest of the question. I foretold the king's madness and explained the handwriting on the wall. When you hear my name, you think of me being divinely delivered from a den of lions. I am...
Daniel.
Daniel in the lion's den, yes. Well, Marguerite, a big chance to maybe put it away if you can find a big money card.
4.
And behind the before we have $10.
$10 money card. Where were the others?
On the 6 and the 9.
The corner was 25, but Marguerite finds a $10 money card. We add that to her score, and it is indeed Catch Marguerite time as we finish up the game with a speed round. 60 seconds on the clock, please. Marguerite's at 80, Lisa at 35, Keith at 30. Of course, you're both back in now as we start the speed round. Now, members of what profession belong to the American Bar Association? Marguerite?
Lawyers.
Right. What vitamin is known as ascorbic acid? Marguerite?
C.
Right. In literature, what color was Moby Dick? Marguerite?
White.
Right. Which of our presidents married a woman named Mary Todd? Marguerite?
Lincoln.
Right. In what country is the secret police called the KGB? Lisa?
Russia.
Right. During the Christmas holidays, we often deck the halls with boughs. Marguerite?
Holly.
Right. Who played the title role in the TV series Get Smart? Marguerite?
Maxwell Swell.
Time. On what continent would you find a grassy plain called the Pampas? Marguerite?
Africa.
Wrong. What are you doing if you're using the Stanislavski method? Lisa?
Learning to play the violin.
Wrong. How old was America when it celebrated its bicentennial?
200 years.
Right. In mythology, Eros was the Greek god of Marguerite.
Love.
Right. Dale Carnegie's bestseller was How to Win Friends. Marguerite.
And influence people.
Right. What are you folding if you're practicing the ancient art of origami? Lisa.
Paper.
Right. And Marguerite, you have done it again with a big win. Congratulations. Well, back to the champion in a moment. First of all, if you're using the Stanislavski method, you're either playing the violin or acting, one or the other. No, you're acting. That's what you're doing with that. And the continent where you find the Pampas is in South America, Marguerite. That's the continent. And the title character in Get Smart, I know you had it. It was John Adams. But Marguerite didn't need it. Got to say goodbye to Lisa and Keith. Lisa, you made a lovely purchase there with the vet ensemble worth over $600 with cash in front of you. $655 in cash and prizes. Congratulations. Keith didn't pick up anything along the way. We do have some nice parting gifts for you and the cash in front of you. Thank you. And Marguerite Newhouse could get that luxury car right now. Come on with me up there to that winner's board. Don't sit down. Get right up here. What? You threw away $1,000? That's right. You could have taken the trip. You won by much more than that. But you got to make that decision for yourself. It's tough. Now you're going to make some decisions with numbers, but a very small decision because there are just two prizes up there. One is the mantle clock. The other is this.
Enjoy downhill and uphill racing with the beautiful Mercedes-Benz. Elegant yet practical, this sports sedan features automatic climate control, plus AM/FM stereo radio with cassette player and 4 speakers. And this prize is worth $25,882.
And while Jay was talking, Marguerite was just sitting here staring at this board, trying to get the right prize. 2 prizes up there. One is a mantle clock, the other a luxury car. Get the right combination, the prize is yours. What can I tell you, Marguerite? Much good luck as you pick from just 4 numbers.
3.
Number 3 starts with the win card. Marguerite, the car is there. The clock is there. Whatever you pick now is yours. A big difference in price. Is she going to get the car? Marguerite Newhouse, good luck. Give me that number.
20.
Is it the car? Yes! Yes! Way to go! We got the car! Come on over. It's yours. Congratulations. Way to go. You can sit in it. It is yours. Is that nice? Congratulations to a fine, fine champion. Back with her in a moment in her car. Don't go away. Marguerite now. One prize is left on that board. I don't care what that prize is. Clear that, and you also have a shot at this. A cash bonus of $50,000. And Marguerite Newhouse right now with the car that she has been wanting, the cash she's picked up so far, $60,434 in cash and prizes. Two new challenges next time. Maybe the big bonus, don't. You'll be with us. Bye for now. Some members of our studio audience are come to public attention to receive Conair's Curl and Carry as a professional's choice. A compact hair setting with 14 rollers is great for travel or everyday use. And Maybelline's Dilalash, an adjustable waterproof mascara. Choose from 10 settings and create beautiful lashes every time with Dilalash. Plus, Supertex 2000 turtlenecks for girls and boys. They take what kids give them and come back looking beautiful. Supertex 2000 by Dobie. And Roth's Extra Thin Safari gift set, an exotic men's billfold with Massey key ring. Furnished by Roth. Plus, Hedstrom's Night Rider Sidewalk Fight. Action-packed fun on wheels with all the quality you expect from Hedstrom. Lee Manning's Wardrobe, furnished by Apropos. All prices are manufacturer's suggested retail value and are correct at the time of recording. This is Jay Stewart speaking. Tonight, don't miss the excitement on C as Diana imprisons her enemies in a force field. And catch Miami Vice at a special time, 1 hour earlier. It's a bust on high society lowlife. Later, see Hot Pursuit on a new night as Kate and Jim kidnap the woman who framed them. Can Jim force her to admit the truth, or will Kate seek final revenge? Hot Pursuit right after Miami Vice, tonight.
Chip Puskar has won cash and prizes totaling $31,998. This week, players will win a baby grand piano, Erte artwork, diamond earrings, and a trip to London, England, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including a Ford Thunderbird and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Sale of the Century. And now here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy to have you with us. And leading the cheers out there is the Dolores Mission School, the 8th grade class of '89, right? Nice to have you here. Delighted to have you join us. This, of course, is Christmas week on Sale of the Century, and as always, our crew has done a great job of setting up for the holidays, so it's going to be fun. A lot of prizes tied around Christmas, and, of course, some questions, which we hope will pose some stumpers for our players here. And now let's introduce a very bright player. This is our champion, Chip Puskar. Hello there, Chip. Hello. And, Chip, you have been rolling along. My goodness. 4 wins and up over $31,000 cash and prize, $14,000 in cash. Are you ready to go again, sir?
I'm ready. The sale looks great. It's going to be a holly jolly Christmas, and I'm ready to go.
I think so. Now, you win today. You will play the winner's big money game for $9,000. So you're getting up there in the stratosphere. I can only say good luck. And here to introduce the challengers, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer. Let's say we got the reds and the greens. You know what I wish? I wish we had smell-o-vision, because these are real trees and the smell is great. Don't you love the smell?
I love it, yes. I love Christmas, period. She gets hip inspiration from Encino, California. Let's welcome Karen Landers.
Hello there, Karen.
And he has an ear for music. We go from Des Moines, Iowa. Here's Bill Eisenkraut.
Hello there, Bill. See you later with some very appropriate easy bargains, I'm sure. Let's get acquainted. Bill, you have an ear for music.
That's right, Jim. Since I've been 7 years old, my mother gave me my first album of Oklahoma. And since then, I've learned every musical and just about every opera ever written.
Oh, sounds like you're very into it there. Well, it's a nice thing to be interested in music. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Karen, you get hip inspiration.
That's right, Jim. Well, hippos are my very favorite animal, and I've been collecting them for years. And that led to my writing and illustrating a series of children's books on the adventures of one special hippopotamus.
Oh, you did? Well, wonderful. Good luck with that. That sounds lovely. You know, it's an interesting animal. Very good to have you here. And good luck to all three of you. On the line today to start off Christmas week, beautiful crystal worth over $2,000 goes to the winner. Ooh, here we go. $20 starts you all off. In the Disney cartoons, who has a penny-pinching uncle named Scrooge McDuck? Chip.
Donald.
Donald Duck, Scrooge McDuck. That's very appropriate. You've got 5 for the correct answer. What language are you using if you write Feliz Navidad? Chip.
Spanish.
That's right. On the Christmas card, Spanish it is. Chip adds another 5 to 30. This holiday, you might decorate your home with a wreath of holly and one of these potted plants with bright red leaves. Chip.
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia is right. Chip to 35 at 3 in a row, beating every one of the buzzers. If you were to cook all the food for a big holiday party, you probably worked your fingers to, Bill?
The bone.
There you go. You beat him that time. You've got your first 5. What's on your wife's Christmas list if she wants passion and joy? Bill?
Perfume.
Yeah, unfortunately, perfume. That's right. Those are your 30s. But it's time for an instant bargain. The player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. And Chip, that's you. $5 lead over Bill. First opportunity of the day to buy. Well, I promised you things appropriate to the season. How about this?
Chip, you'll feel like the king and queen of the mountain with these great outdoor products. A selection of rugged and tough lightweight sport luggage featuring the double ski bag and boot bag furnished by Outdoor Products. Plus, to make you a real hot dogger, we'll throw in $300 cash for skis. It's normally priced at $700, but today on sale of the century just for only $6.
Beautiful ski luggage, lovely things, Chip. And $300 in cash to go with it.
Looking forward to some skiing this winter.
This should be great. That's a $700 bargain. You've got a $5 lead. Let's start off the holiday season big. Let me knock $1 off and let you have the whole thing. For $5, you'd be in a tie with Bill. Going once, going twice. Hanging on to that slender $5 lead. Last Christmas, Steven Spielberg presented his touching war film, Bill.
Last Empire.
No. Empire of the Sun. Empire. I know you know it, just couldn't get it out. Empire of the Sun came out last Christmas. Cost you 5 for the incorrect answer. Where in Texas would you be if you were spending Christmas in Big D? Karen.
Dallas.
Dallas is right. There you go. You beat him in the buzzer that time. She goes to 25. On Christmas Eve, you might read your kids what beloved book about, Chip?
The Night Before Christmas?
How about Christopher Robin and his toy bear? Jumped in there quick. Winnie the Pooh, of course, that cost the champion $5. But you can make it up now. Fame game, there's that signal. $10 money card up on the board. A lot of information about a famous person. I am a show business personality whose last name in Spanish means Hamlet. Actually, my father came from Italy, but I was born in New York City in 1936. My father was a prominent actor. I made my Broadway debut in Purlie Victorious. I starred on the big screen in such films as The Seduction of Joe Tynan. Same time, Karen.
Alan Alda.
Alan Alda is right, yes. His father, Robert Alda. And Karen gets control of the board. $10 money card where or something?
Game number 6.
Lights are flashing. We'll lock into your buzzer. If you hit that 10, Karen, you would go into the lead. Good luck.
Okay, come on, $10 money card. Come on now.
No, lands on number 9, and she gets...
It's Floor Care Products. Bissell Floor Care Products featuring the Power Steamer. Cleans carpets with professional-looking results. The Double Brush Classic and the versatile 3-way vac. Furnished by Bissell.
Very nice prize. $354 worth. And Karen, in the season, in the spirit of the season, will make it with a very large hose so you can clean up after the hippos. Back to the match. Christmas week on sale of the century, and the champion with a 1-question lead over the 2 challengers. And here's the next question. This holiday season, your mother may serve this traditional pie made from, Karen?
Mincemeat.
Finely chopped apples, spices, suet, or sometimes meat. Mincemeat it is. Karen ties Chip for the lead. On his first trip to the dentist, a child might sing, "All I Want for Christmas." Chip.
2 front teeth.
Is my what? My 2 front teeth. Yes, indeed. You remember that old man. Chip, you go to 35. At the office Christmas party, somebody breaks out a deck of cards and deals you a royal flush. Who?
I don't know.
What card game are you playing? Royal flush? Poker.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Bill.
It's
Couldn't come
okay.
up with it. Cost you $5. That's the way to feel. You're not that far behind. Late on Christmas Eve, you might get a glimpse of what creature's pulling Santa's sleigh. Chip.
Reindeer.
Or Karen's hippos, either one. Yes, and Chip goes to 40. Instant bargain. Well, Chip, now, you didn't want the ski bags and the like. How about this, Chip?
If this ski trip is on your Christmas wish list, you might discuss this with Mr. Claus himself on this trip to Santa's Village. A rental car will be provided on your drive to Santa's Village for a little Christmas time fun. Then it's off to nearby Big Bear for 3 days of some of the best local skiing in Southern California. Or just relax in a cozy lodge and admire the view. It's normally priced at $1,300, but today on Sale of the Century, trips for only $11.
Oh, well, Chip, you said you wanted to go skiing. There you go. $1,300 trip. It costs $11 normally. I'll do the same thing I did before. I'll knock $1 off. You can have it for $10. You'd be in a tie with Karen. For $10, you got that ski trip you've been wanting, Chip. Going once. Going twice. I'll give you that $300 that Summer was going to give you before as well. Going. Chip.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So nice.
He wants to. Well, it gets tough when you get up there. If he wins today, he plays, as I said earlier, he plays a winner's big money game for $9,000. Next show is $10,000, and then the car. So it makes the decisions kind of tough, and it is a close match. Life is just beginning for this British prince who recently celebrated his 40th birthday. Karen?
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles it is, and Karen keeps the pressure on the champion. Yep. The world's first major bobsled run opened Christmas Day, 1930, between Elizabethtown and Lake Placid. In what U.S. state? Karen?
New York.
In New York on Christmas Day in 1930, and you've tied Chip for the lead. Here's a holiday geometry lesson. A snowflake is a hexagon because it has how many sides? Bill?
6.
6 it is, and Bill gets back on the plus side of 25. Yes. This holiday season, you'll find this macho actor at home with his new baby and his wife, Lonnie Anderson. Karen?
Burt Reynolds.
You're right, and Karen goes into the lead by 5, yes? Talking about Burt Reynolds, thinking ahead to his retirement, Burt quipped to reporters, retirement must be wonderful for actors. I mean, you can suck in your stomach for only so long. We'll be right back.
Knee pain.
Champion Chip Puskar looking for win number 5 and a crack at $9,000, but right now he's in second place. Karen has the lead at 45, Chip at 40, Bill not that far behind at 25, and with 2 money cards to shoot for right now, everything is very important as we look for a famous thing. I am a plant whose berries are eaten by birds, but which can be fatal to humans. Chip?
Holly?
Incorrect. Give you a chance out of the rest of the question. We'll clear it. Continue for the challengers. My tiny yellow flowers bloom in February and March, and I grow as a parasite on apples, sycamore, and oak trees. Historians say that druids cut me from the sacred oak and gave me to the people as charms, and I was used by early Europeans as a ceremonial plant. But most of you are familiar with me at Christmas time. Bill?
A poinsettia.
No. And Karen, you've got the rest of the question to yourself, and I think I've got a little information that might help you. If you're caught standing under me, you might get kissed. Yes?
Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. That's what it is. Yeah. Everybody was going round and round with potential plants around Christmas, and it was the mistletoe. $15 money card where, so?
It's beyond number 1.
Well, now let's get serious. You've got a $5 lead, and you've got control. Karen, good luck.
Okay, come on, $15. Come on now.
No, lands on number 8, and this time she gets...
It's new tires. Armstrong 5-star radials, elegance and quality in a durable high-performance design. Rhino Tough construction grips the road in most all weather conditions. Furnished by Armstrong.
Always a useful item, $400 worth of brand new tires. And, of course, you still have the lead. Chip breathed a little sigh of relief there. He's still only $5 behind.
I wanted the tires, though.
You wanted the tires. Forget about the $9,000. I really need the tires. All 3 of you back in. A Christmas celebration by which presidential clan would include family members Michael, John, Stephen, Chip?
Adams?
Nope. Susan, Betty, and Jerry. Ford. Betty and Jerry, of course, coming at the end. And you jumped in quick, cost you $5. This holiday, you might rent movies like Kiss of the Spider-Woman and broadcast news starring Karen.
William Hurt.
That's who it is, and Karen goes to 50. What do we call the radiant ring of light that's said to appear around an angel's head? Chip.
A halo.
Halo it is, and Chip back to the $40 mark. But with the instant cash, Karen, you have the lead. I'll tell you right now, so you can think about it. You've got a $10 lead over Chip. 2 boxes have $100 bills, and one of these boxes is worth $2,000. Cost you the amount of your lead if you want to go for it. Karen, you have a $10 lead, as I mentioned. It would cost you that $10 for a shot at $2,000. Going once, and she's going to go for it. All right. Karen will knock the 10 off. That puts you a chip and a tie. And now, which box?
Lucky number 1.
Lucky number 1. Well, I hope it is lucky for you. You're taking a chance with a bright champion. Let's see it pay off with $2,000. Good luck as you open it up.
Good luck, Karen.
$2,000?
She got it! She got it! Wow! Cost you 10, but it paid off with $2,000. Congratulations. The way you opened it up, I wasn't sure you had it there. Way to go. Karen's got herself $2,000. Isn't it nice? We're starting off Christmas week in a big way, and we'll be right back to a good night. Way to go. I didn't think you had it.
Welcome to...
Pulled out a plum and said, what a good boy am I.
Happy holidays from Buzzer.
Karen Landers, again, our congratulations. $2,000 in cash. Way to go.
Thank you.
And, of course, now you and Chip are in the tie, and Bill just 15 behind. Let's get back. Santa Claus's image as a stout, jolly man actually came from a book written by Rip Van Winkle author, Washington Chip
Irving.
That's right, and Chip goes into the lead by 5. It is very interesting that Washington Irving is responsible for the shape that we know of Santa Claus. Until his book Knickerbocker's History of New York, Santa until then was pictured as a tall, thin, stately man who wore bishop's robes. Very interesting, and Chip's got the lead. In what European country would you pay for your Christmas goose with guilders? Chip.
Holland.
And 2 in a row with the champion and a $10 lead. Christmas Day, 1776, went down in history as the day when George Washington led his troops across, Bill?
To Valley Forge across the Delaware.
Yeah, yes, indeed. You got it. You got Delaware in there. And you managed another 5. Man was going to get the history of the Revolutionary War if he had to get that one.
It's in an opera. What can I say?
Well, now, $20 separate the players, and a $25 money card goes up there on the board. Big fame game and a famous thing. I am a famous building that took 199 years to build. I'm part of a group of religious buildings that include a cathedral and a baptistry. I am constructed entirely of white marble and rise 7 stories in the air. Strange thing happened after my first 3 stories were built. The ground beneath me began to sink. Bill.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
And I started to lean. You've got control, Bill. You're right. $25 money card where, son?
It's down to number 7.
Well, Bill, if you hit that 25, you would go into the lead, and you had control. Good luck.
Okay, this is 25. Let's see.
He hits a $15 money card. And that makes it very close as we add that $15 to Bill's score. And now in a very close match, beautiful Crystal on the line, we finish it up with a speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock? And looking at the score, Chip at 50, Bill a question behind at 45, Karen just 2 questions behind at 40. Good luck to all 3 of you. We start the speed round now. To mail a Christmas card, how much postage do you need? Karen.
25 cents.
Right. On what TV cartoon could you see Fred and Wilma swapping Christmas gifts? Chip.
The Flintstones.
Right. Veal that is stuffed with ham and cheese is called veal. Karen.
Cordon bleu.
Right. What Christmas gift did you receive if someone gave you a grandfather a cuckoo? Chip.
Clock.
Right. If you plant acorns, what kind of trees? Chip.
An elm.
Wrong. For Christmas, you might buy your kids the Charles Schulz book called Chip.
Peanuts.
Wrong. On what TV drama does Ken Wall play a federal undercover? Chip.
Police Story.
Wrong. The Ambassador Bridge connects Windsor, Ontario to what motor city in Michigan? Chip.
Detroit.
Right. According to the 12 Days of Christmas poem, what kind of doves did I get? Chip. Time. What brave English king was nicknamed the Lion-Hearted? Chip.
Richard.
Right. In what U.S. state are you if you wake up Christmas morning in Walla Walla or Tacoma? Bill.
Michigan.
Wrong. The Bible tells us that Jesus' first public miracle was when he turned water into
wine.
Right. In weather reporting, what word refers to the amount of moisture in the air?
Precipitation.
Time is up, and Karen has won it by 5. Wow. Time ran out on Chip with that last one as he was trailing by the 5. Back to the new champion in just a moment, and I'm sure you could hear it. The buzzer hit before Chip answered, and you were about to say humidity, right, Richard? Yeah, that would have made the tie. But there were several that really made the difference as the champion bounced around there. What kind of doves? 2 turtle doves. Ken Wall plays a federal undercover agent infiltrating the mob. That's Wise Guy. The Charles Schultz book I was going to give you, Happiness is a Warm. Puppy is what I wanted, and the one that got you thrown off to start with, when you plant acorns from great oaks, the acorns. And the one that Bill missed, Walla Walla, Tacoma, they're up the road of peace in the state of Washington. Well, Chip, as we say goodbye, you have really had a sensational stay. Beautiful diamond ring, lovely trip to France is going to be terrific. Another trip to Arizona, the sauna, beautiful watch, microwave, $14,050 in cash, and you are well over $32,000, Chip. Congratulations.
Thank you. I had a great time.
And you came within a whisker of tying this one up. Bill, you made a strong move there at the end. Unfortunately, didn't pick up anything along the way. We have some nice parting gifts for you in the cash in front of you. Thank you. Happy holidays to you and, of course, to all of our players. But, Karen, congratulations. The day is yours. You've already got $2,000 in cash, and now you're adding this beautiful crystal. Don, if you will.
Karen, drink a toast to the holidays in beautiful crystal. Aurifor's award-winning Intermezzo series of stemware and barware. Sleek design with cobalt blue teardrop, elegantly suspended in each piece, furnished by Aurifors. This prize is worth $2,116.
Very nice for the holidays. Congratulations. Now Karen joins me for the first time to play the Winner's Big Money game. Come on, Karen. Well, congratulations. As our viewers know, Bill had to give us the answer before time ran out. If he had been about another second with that word humidity, we would have had a tie. Instead, you stand here as the champion, and you'll play for $5,000.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Yeah, then if you're that excited, let's get to it. 3 envelopes, red, yellow, and blue. Which one do you want to play?
Yellow.
All right, let's do that yellow one. 4 puzzles in 20 seconds will get you $5,000 in cash. Clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. It stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. It's up to you to stop it, and you got to give me an answer right away. All set?
Yes.
Good luck. 20 seconds on the clock, please. And that first puzzle starts now. Show featured Doctors Westfall. Yes?
Trapper John, M.D.
No. Fiscus, Craig, they were all on St. Elsewhere. That is the one mistake you can make. You cannot make another, even if there's time left on the clock, and I don't have to tell you, you got some catching up to do. So let's get with it with this next one. Now, specialty food straw hat. Yes?
Pizza.
That's right. Shakey's. Let's might jump in on straw, but that's your first correct answer. However, 10 seconds on the clock. You still have some catching up to do from that first one. Let's look at the next puzzle. Now, 4-stringed instrument. Hawaii. Yes?
Ukulele.
That's right. Famous for the ukulele. And at the halfway mark, 5 seconds. You're going to have to get some instincts, and you're going to have to get them quickly. Okay. Let's look at the next puzzle now. Pendulum device. Yes?
Metronome.
Nicely done. Helps pianists keep tempo. Now, 3 seconds. If you get this next one that quickly, you've got yourself $5,000. It would be a great comeback. I'd love to see you do it. Karen, good luck for $5,000. And remember, 3 seconds on the clock. Here's that all-important puzzle now. Southern state. Yes?
Louisiana.
That is right! Did you just say Louisiana?
My brother used to live in Louisiana.
Oh! With 5 seconds, she got 2 correct puzzles. We'll be right back.
Or you're not.
Say hello to the gang.
Sale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking. Sale of the Century is a Reg Grundy. Won cash and prizes totaling $9,870. This week, players will win a baby grand piano, Erte artwork, diamond earrings, and a trip to London, England, and continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including a Ford Thunderbird and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Sale of the Century.
And now here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice to have you with us in the studio. Delighted to have you with us. Christmas week on Sale of the Century. A lot of lovely prizes in spirit of the season. Beautiful decorations here. And a very bright champion. I hope you were with us at the end of our last show. It ended sensationally. And let's welcome her back. Then I'll tell you about it in case you missed it. Karen Landers. Hello, Karen.
Hi, Jim.
Congratulations. Well, Karen, now we have had people come back in that winner's big money game from making a mistake, but never the way you did in that last one. If you were not with us, there were 5 seconds left, and Karen only had 2 correct answers, and in 4 seconds, she got 2 more correct answers to win $5,000. A beautiful finish. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You also hit the $2,000 in the instant cash. Yeah, you're very bright and very quick. So if you win today, you'll play that winner's big money game for $6,000, and obviously you play it very well. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here to introduce the challenger, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there, Summer. Can you remember an ending like that? It was just sensational.
He never gives up hope from Pasadena, California. Say hello to Renee Castaneda.
Hello, Renee.
And she knows just how small this world is. Originally from Scarsdale, New York, a big hand to Holly Halsey.
Hello there, Holly. And we'll see you later with some bargains. Summer, thank you. Holly, you know just how small this world is.
It really is a small world, Jim. I was getting my hair cut one day, and I asked my hairdresser if she was dating anybody. It turned out we were dating the same guy.
You and your hairdresser dating the same guy?
Same guy.
That's not unusual here in Hollywood. Nice to have you here, Holly.
Thank you.
Renee, you never give up hope.
That's right, Jim. What other people usually disregard, such as old watches or furniture or even cars, I usually take them and fix them up. You could say I turn other people's trash into treasure.
Oh, sounds like you're a very handy gentleman. Nice to have you here as well. Well, good luck to all 3 of you. Well, we've got some nice prizes for the holidays. How about this one? The winner of today's match gets a trip to London worth $4,000. London, England. Let's get to it. $20 starts you all off, and here we go. A popular Christmas tune tells us to deck the halls with, Karen?
Boughs of Holly.
That's what it is. Beating everyone at the buzzer. Karen gets 5 for the correct answer. What did you receive for Christmas if your aunt knitted you argyles? Renee?
Socks.
Socks is right. And you go to 25. In what U.S. state could you hear Christmas carols sung in the Mormon Tabernacle? Karen?
Utah.
Utah is right, and all 3 hands go on for the buzzer. Sitting in front of a fire on a cold winter's night, you might feel as snug as a bug in, Karen?
A rug.
You got the whole phrase, and you've got another 5. How about Christmas shopping? You stop in a restaurant that features cannelloni, calamari, Holly.
Italian restaurant.
Yes, boy, only our writers could tie that into Christmas. Yes, Italian it is. Holly's got her first 5. Time now for Decent Bargain. Of course, you know the player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Karen, that's you. $10 lead over the challengers and the opportunity for this.
Karen, this Christmas, deck the halls with lots of music on Songtex Studio B singing system and Songtracks backing tracks. Let you be the star with your own home recording studio and backup band. Make your musical fantasies come true, furnished by Songtech. And to make you really sound like a superstar, we're throwing in $300 cash for voice lessons. It's normally priced at $650, but today on Sale of the Century just for only $5.
Oh, that is terrific. Santa and the Ginger People. That is wonderful. That looks terrific. And so does this wonderful song machine. What do you think, Karen?
Well, it looks like a lot of fun, Jim.
I think it would be great. I think the staff they've gone to such a great job of making this thing look so wonderful. I want you to buy it. Summer said 300 plus the song machine. I'm going to give you another 200 right off the bat. You can have it for $5. You'd still have a $5 lead. Go, you got it. All right, that looks too good to pass up. Enjoy that. The singing machine, $500 in cash, an $850 bargain, and a wonderful setup over there. I love the Ginger People. Cost you 5.
Do they come with it?
That's right. No, you don't want them. Still a 1-question lead over the challengers. In what Midwestern state could you go sledding in the city of Santa Claus or build a snowman, Renee?
Indiana.
In the city of South Bend. Nicely done. Indiana it is. You tied Karen for the lead. This Christmas, you might catch the new movie Fresh Horses, starring Holly?
Molly Ringwald.
Andrew McCarthy and Molly who? Ringwald is right. And we've got a 3-way tie. In the old nursery rhyme, what kind of fruit did little Jack Horner pull from, Holly?
A plum?
From his Christmas pie. You're right, and Holly goes into the lead. Close game. Stand time now for the fame game. $10 money card up there on the board, and we're looking for a famous person. I am one of the most famous people in the world. While most people consider me mythical, I am actually based on a real man born in Turkey in the 300s AD. On one occasion, he helped 3 poor sisters get married by tossing money bags through their window. The actions inspired an old custom that required someone to dress up as a bishop and distribute gifts. Renee?
Santa Claus.
Yeah, based on a real person. You're right, and you've got control of the board. $10 money card where, Sonny?
It's down to number 8.
Lights are flashing. Would lock into your buzzer. Hit the 10. You would go into the lead. Renee, good luck.
All right, I need that $10 lead. $10 money card now.
No, lands on number 2, and he gets
$500.
That's right for the holidays. $500 in cash right in your pocket, yours to keep no matter how you finish in the game, and you are just a question behind. Good game. Back to it and more holiday fun here in Sale of the Century. Don't go away.
This word begins with E and ends with G. Rich. Christmas. Christina.
Eggnog?
Let's see. Yes, there you go.
Happy holidays from Buzzer.
Baking.
Merry Christmas from Buzzer.
Back to the match. Good close one it is. Holly's taken over the lead. 1 question lead over Renee and the champion Karen. And here's a question for 5. You might find your holiday ham studded with this aromatic, Karen?
Cloves.
That's the spice. Cloves it is, beating Renee to the buzzer. You tied Holly to the lead. According to the song, Santa Claus is making a list, Karen.
And checking it twice.
You've got it, and you go into the lead by 5. For the holidays, you could pick up his and hers Harley Davidsons or a hot air balloon, Renee.
Motorcycles.
No, I very quickly wanted to get that hot air balloon in for you so you wouldn't be thrown. Unfortunately, I think you didn't hear it. You could get his and her Harley Davidsons or a hot air balloon if you order from this exclusive department store's catalog. The Harleys are $28,000 each. The hot air balloon, $18,000. I'm sure we're all going to rush down the Neiman Marcus and buy those. Right. Plus your 5, Renee. Unlike other deer, it's hard to tell a male and female reindeer apart because they both have these, Holly.
Antlers.
That's right, they both have antlers. And you tie Karen for the lead at 40. Now with an instant bargain. Holly and Karen, only one of you can have this. When you hear the low sale of the century price, hit your buzzer for one of you. This is yours.
Holly or Karen, looking for a getaway that's a world apart? Then you'll enjoy a trip to Bodega Bay. We'll fly you in a guest from Los Angeles to San Francisco, where a rental car will be provided for the drive to nearby Bodega Bay. You'll have 4 nights and 5 days to enjoy Bodega Bay Lodge. Offers private balconies with views of the bay, fireplaces, and vaulted ceilings. Beach comfort driftwood, browse in the gift shops, or relax and admire a pink-streaked sunset. Furnished by Bodega Bay Lodge. It's normally priced at $1,736, but today on Sale of the Century Tours for only $10.
Wow! Lou, you can't even catch the fish after you caught the fish. But Karen and Holly, wonderful holiday, Bodega Bay Lodge up in Northern California, up above San Francisco, should be nice. $1,736 trip, and I'd like one of you to have it. If you didn't like it for $10, how about for $5?
Oh, it looks
How about $3? Going. They were afraid they'd look as silly as you did fishing that. Oh, that surprised me. A big trip. Well, everybody was thinking cold weather. I guess you weren't looking for a warm one. Hanging on to that time. He recently celebrated the 45th anniversary of his historic debut conducting the New York Philharmonic. He's Maestro Leonard
Von Bernstein.
No, it's Leonard Bernstein. There's no Von in there. I'm sorry about that. Von was another fella. Cost you 5. If you need tips on storing holiday leftovers, Holly?
Tinfoil?
No. Travel to this U.S. state, the state of tinfoil, I remember it well, and tour the Tupperware Museum in the city of Orlando. The Tupperware Museum is in Florida, in case you wanted to know, friends. Actually, it should be interesting. They have historic food containers from all over the world there, but Holly wasn't thrilled. She lost 5. What word that starts with a V describes the dizzy sensation you get while standing, Renee?
Vertigo.
If you're standing on a ladder decorating your Christmas tree, vertigo it is. Renee, back to 25. Yes. In the spirit of Christmas, you usually decorate your home with what two traditional colors? Holly.
Red and green.
Red and green is right, and you've tied Karen to the lead again, yes. Talking about the spirit of Christmas, this really bears passing along because we all thought it was so very nice. Wells Fargo Bank, they really got the spirit. The bank gave their 16,000 full-time employees a check for $500 each to say thank you for their hard work. Each of their 2,000 part-time employees got $50, and every employee got another $35 to give to whatever other employee they felt had been the most helpful in doing the job. In total, they gave up over $9 million, and that is a wonderful Christmas spirit. We salute you, Wells Fargo Bank. We'll be right back. We're talking about the wonderful spirit of Christmas with Wells Fargo. Gary Hoffman on our crew just informed me that NBC got into that holiday spirit, and they have asked Wells Fargo for $500 for each of the NBC employees. It's very sweet. Back to the fame game now, and another money card going up on the board, $15 money card. Holly and Karen in that tie, Renee just 15 behind. We're looking for a famous thing, players. I am the only surviving ancestor of an animal about the size of a large pig that lived in Egypt 45 million years ago. Today, I'm classified as an endangered species because, Karen.
A hippopotamus?
No, took a chance. Out of the rest of the question, we'll clear it. Continue for Holly and Renee. Back to the hippopotamus again. I am classified as an endangered species because humans are destroying much of my natural habitat. I am the second tallest member of the animal kingdom. I can weigh up to 6 tons. There are 2 chief kinds of me, the Asian and the African, which has the largest ears of the two. Well, Renee?
Elephant.
Elephant is right. They are a descendant of a large pig of 45 million years ago. The elephant, you've got control. $15 money card, where is something?
It's family number 3.
Well, to lock into your buzzer, this is interesting. If you hit that 15, we'll have a 3-way tie. Good luck.
Okay, I need that $15 money card now.
Oh, right off it. Lands on number 6, and he gets...
It's a barbecue. Charbroil's gas barbecue. Firefighter shutter grid, console control with electronic igniter. The taste of real charcoal with the convenience of gas. Furnished by Charbroil.
That's a nice prize. $400. That board's been kind to you. The barbecue, $500 in cash, and you're still just 15 behind the ladies. What word that begins with an A refers to both the 4-week period before Christmas and the coming of Christ? Holly.
Advent.
Advent is right. Well solid. You get a 45 and into the lead. Judy Garland touched our hearts when she sang Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Renee?
Pass.
Oh, in the movie called, interesting, the movie that she sang in it, do you remember? Meet Me in St. Louis is where she sang Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Renee, lost 5. When the 3 wise men visited Jesus, they gave him the 3 gifts of Holly.
Frankincense, myrrh, and...
Well, we accept, yes, well, you don't need the other one, as a matter of fact, because of the wording of the question. 3 gifts of gold, frankincense, and what? And you gave me myrrh. Gold you couldn't think of, but I was going to give you that. Myrrh is what I needed. You had another 5. Instant cash, Holly. You've got the lead. Karen hit it on the last show, so we start over. 2 boxes have $100 bills, and 1 is worth $1,000. Cost you your $10 lead if you want to try for it. So for $10, you want a shot at $1,000. Be wonderful for the holidays. Going once, going twice. No, sir. No, you didn't want to try it, and it was in number 3. Number 3. No?
I would have said that one.
You would? Oh. Well, would you like to reconsider? You've got. Can we just roll it back? No, we'll all go to jail if we did that. Goes to 2,000 on the next show. We'll be back. Right, let's do this. Renee at 20, and a question for 5. In front of the Christmas fire, you might read the poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Karen.
Robert Frost.
That's who wrote it. Karen gets another 5. To what U.S. state would you travel to see the world's brightest Christmas tree in the town of... Holly?
New York?
No. Town of Friendship, north of the city of Madison. In Madison, Wisconsin, they have a tree that's 45 feet tall, decorated with 27,650 lights. Interesting fact, but it cost Holly 5, and she and Karen back into that tie. By what name do we know George Frederick Handel's famous oratorio about Jesus? Holly?
The Messiah.
Ah, that's right. It included the Hallelujah Chorus. The Messiah it is. You're back into the lead by 5. All 3 money cards up on the board. Final fame game and a famous thing. I am the oldest musical instrument of my kind. According to the Bible, I was invented by Jubal. I have now used in many symphony orchestras. I was the musical accompaniment for the Psalms of the ancient Hebrews, and was the instrument played by David when he wasn't busy tossing stones at Goliath. My most common variety rests on the floor while, Karen.
A harp?
While the player plucks my strings. The harp is right, and you have that all-important control. $25 money card. Where is it?
Okay, number 5.
Well, anyone could help you. You're trailing by 5. Good luck, Karen.
Come on, $25 money card now.
No, that's number 4, and she gets
$700.
That board has been in a holiday giving mood. Way to go, Karen. Right into your pocket.
Terrific.
Now, with that wonderful trip to London, England on the line, we finish up the match with a speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock? It is Holly at 50, Karen at 45, Renee at 20. Good luck to all three of you. We start the speed round now. What is L.A. Dodger Kirk Gibson's stocking stuffed with if he holds a Louisville Slugger? Holly.
A baseball?
Wrong. Wrong. On what TV show would you see an elegant Christmas tree trimmed by Suzanne and Julia Sugarbaker? Karen.
Designing Women.
Right. What wax thread does your dentist want you to put in your mouth? Holly.
Dental floss.
Right. At a British Christmas feast, you might serve hasty or Yorkshire... Karen.
Pudding.
Right. The first inductee into the Animal Hall of Fame was what TV collie? Renee.
Lassie.
Right. In what island nation could you hang your stocking over a hearth in Havana? Karen.
Cuba.
Right. At a theater box office, what did the initials SRO stand? Karen.
Standing room only.
Right. The actress who played the role of Ilsa Lund in the movie Casablanca was Ingrid... Karen.
Bergman.
Right. At what are holiday travelers stranded if they're sitting at O'Hare or JFK? Karen.
Chicago.
Wrong. Wrong. Before he became president, who used to spend Christmas at his home in Hyde Park, New York? Time. What has been voided if the state grants you an annulment? Time is up, and Karen has won it. Congratulations. Back to Karen in a moment. Time ran out. State grants you an annulment. Marriage has been voided. Time ran out on that. Hyde Park, New York, that's the home of Franklin Roosevelt. If you're sitting at O'Hare, JFK, or LAX, you are at airports. That's what they have in general. And a Louisville Slugger, Holly, it's not a baseball, it's a baseball bat. And that one's got you thrown off there at the beginning. We thank you for joining us, Holly. Got some nice parting gifts for you and the cash in front of you. Happy holidays to you. Renee, you did very well. Got the barbecue, $525 in cash, $925 for the day. We thank you as well.
Had a great time.
But again, Karen has pulled it out. Karen, congratulations. You ever been to London?
A couple of times, yeah.
Oh.
Can't wait to go back. Huh?
Okay, Don, tell her about it.
Well, Karen, you'll have a dickens of a good time in merry old London, England. We'll fly you and a guest from Los Angeles for 7 smashing days in exciting England. You may enjoy the pomp of Buckingham Palace, the theatre world of London, and the English countryside. This prize is worth $4,000.
Great trip. You will enjoy that, I know. Now, she joins me again where she did very well on our last show. Let's see how she does this time with the winner's big money game. Come on, Karen. So you have been to England, huh? Oh, that's right. Yeah, if you've been to London, it is a place you'll definitely want to go back to. And now you're going courtesy of Sale of the Century. Now, let's see you do it again for $6,000.
I'm going to try.
And let's do it. Which one, red, yellow, or blue?
Well, yellow was lucky yesterday, so yellow again.
Yeah, boy, it was. Well, you were also very bright and very quick there, so let's see you do it now. 4 puzzles get you $6,000, and you do indeed know how to do it. Clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. It stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. 20 seconds, let's get right to it. First puzzle starts now. Olympic sport, Greg... Yes?
Diving.
Louganis excels at. Good job. Jumped in there quick. I think he'd be the most famous Greg right now. And that is your first correct answer. You need 3 more before the 00. Next puzzle comes in now. Comedian nicknamed Uncle Milty. Yes?
Milton Berle.
That's right. Mr. Television, another. I'm at the halfway mark. You are a little ahead. 11 seconds on the clock. Stay on that pace, and you've got it. Next puzzle now. Holiday kids decorate eggs, yes?
Easter.
That's right, yeah. Not the season of the year, but it came up. And hide them, we were going to add to that. Easter is right. 6 seconds. If you know it, I think you've got it. Good luck for $6,000. This puzzle now. Comedian gets no respect, yes?
Rodney Dangerfield.
You got it this time easily. For $6,000. Congratulations. Another suitcase for you. That is 11,000, and remember, she could keep on winning it. 7, 8, 9, 10, a total of 45,000, and then the car. There's a lot at stake, and she could maybe take it all. We'll be back right after this commercial timeout. Congratulations. That one you did smoothly, easily. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very good. I can do that.
It's exhausting.
England once again, and we were looking at it earlier. Can you guys come out here? We got really they are such beautiful outfits for Christmas in London. We'll put you in the right mood for Christmas in London. Karen, you've got in 2 shows, $21,420. Wow, still going strong. Let's say this century. Bobbing up. Aren't they lovely?
Sale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking. Sale of the Century is a Reg Grundy production.
On Sale of the Century, the incredible You Winners Big Money Game, where contestants can now win up to $100,000 in cash and prizes. Sale of the Century, weekdays.
First time, first love, oh what feeling is this? Electricity flows like the very first kiss, like a break in the clouds, and the first ray of sun. I can feel it again, something new has begun. You can tell all the pieces are starting to fit, like the first time you said, share my Coke, and I knew that was it. It's an uncharted sea, an unopened door. You gotta reach out, oh, you gotta explore. I can do anything that life will permit. You can be how it feels. Share my Coke, Coca-Cola is it. Coca-Cola is it.
Well, I hope you guys tune into our mini salute to Sale of the Century today, part of our Adam Curry Presents, our special Adam Curry Presents. Well, tomorrow on my YouTube channel, we're going to honor our 2-day event. We have another Adam Curry Presents, and this one's very special, because we are going to honor Game Show Network. Yes, it's celebrating its 25th anniversary. We're celebrating all month long with that, too. Part of our 25 Days of Christmas, and we're going to start 25 Days of Christmas. We're already getting started. So get ready for our tribute to Game Show, the 2-day tribute. First one tomorrow with Club Am. Tomorrow, and beginning Monday, it's the beginning of 25 Days of Christmas with a lot of great shows. Holiday episodes of your favorite game shows. Specials, everything. Monday. Good night, all.